guys, welcome to Joko Outdoors. My name's Ken, and as you can see, we're in our new studio, and it's going to be this is the first video we shot in here, but this is where I've been planning this for a long time. So today we're going to be doing a review of the Ion hunting camera. I've been looking for one of these for quite a while. They've got a couple of other models out there. One of them, the Optical Cam Solo, is, I probably put up pound for pound for this one. About $40 more than this one is. So that's why I chose this one on a little bit of a budget. And I got this so I could shoot videos when I do dove hunts, or when we go squirrel hunting, things like that, where we're not really going to be able to have a camera in a stationary place. So without further ado, let's get this started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about this one a little bit. I want to go ahead and go through the specs before we open it up. So on Amazon right now, this is selling for $159.99, and it is a waterproof camera. It says it goes to 10 meters waterproof, which I don't know what the particular part of that would be important, because you're not going to be shooting underwater hunting. I guess you could. I guess you were spear fishing or something like that. It is Wi-Fi compatible, and we'll talk about a little more about that in a little bit. It shoots at both 720 and 1080p. It has no stabilization, so that's one thing that you got to be concerned about, is as the gun's shooting, there's no stabilization of the camera. So that's one thing that, and I've noticed that that's pretty much for all the different cameras that are in this class. It has 4.6 optical zoom, which is pretty good because the Optical Cam only has a 3.0. So that 1.6 may make a big difference on getting a better picture. The max focal length on this is 30. It has a 2.5 hour continuous shooting with the 18650 battery that is included, and it also comes with 10 gigabytes of cloud storage, and it weighs a whopping 1.3 pounds, which is not bad. I thought 1 pound, on a shotgun end, that might be, that might get a little bit heavy depending on the heaviness of your shotgun, but on my AR, it'd be negligible actually. So let's get this thing opened up and look inside what's inside. All right, Ion. It says Ion Camo Cam. So on the back side of it says it's coated with Realtree camo. It comes with a Picatinny mount to go around it to hold it onto your gun. Actually, I'm sorry, it has says it's called an aluminum sport mount, which is going to be a wraparound of the barrel. So that's one thing that I'm going to have to look at, because that might not work too good on my AR. I really need a Picatinny mount on that one, so I may have to add an accessory to this. One silent one touch recording. So the recording button is on the back side here. So you just reach up and touch it. Minimum amount of movement. Has dual USB charger, which is kind of cool. That comes with it. Let's see. It's got a cam lock, Wi-Fi. These are accessories. Wi-Fi pods, cam lock, storage 10, yada yada. Okay, so let's get this open, because that's the best way to look at this. Well, there's some more stuff on the side. Let me see if there's anything else that I have not talked. Oh, let's see what's in this tin. Ooh, a little bit dented up there. Taped shut here. There we go. All right, so let's see. Let's reveal what's inside of this tin can here. All right, so first thing, the instructions. since this is the first one I've ever had, I think I'm probably going to read this. I'm not going to do the typical guy thing and just toss it away. All right, here's that dual USB car charger that it's talking about. So it comes with that. Here's the mount. So you got one that goes around the actual tactile camera, and then the other one around your barrel. And it's got a set screw on the side to tighten it up. So we're going to see how that does in the field. I'm, not real sure about how well that's going to work. I would hope if you were going to make this that it would be something that was completely enclosed, so you don't have two things moving at the same time. I've worked with other pieces of machinery that was like that, and it was a pain in the neck to get it tightened up. It's got a back cap, an extra back cap on it in the event of, I guess, damage or being lost in the field. And it's got its USB cord. It's a USB, let's open this up. Can't tell through the packaging here. So you can see this is a true unboxing. I've never opened this up before. Okay, so it's got its wrist strap if you wanted to use a wrist strap on it, and it's got the micro USB type, which I was pretty much guessing it would be, but I don't want to make assumptions because I'm hoping that manufacturers are going to start coming around making the USB-C pretty compatible, so everything is it's easy to use. If you're using Android, you already have one. All right, let's look at the camera. See how you get it is breaking this guy. There we go. All right. All right, so here is the actual camera itself. So we've got a start-stop button here, a record button. This is a stop and record. So there's your slide. So when you want to get ready to record, you're just going to slide this button forward. I don't like that click there. That might be, if you're doing a deer hunt, that might be a little bit too much to. I guess if you ease it in, it'll go. This is your power button on the top here. On the back side of the thing here, let's take this off of here. So here's that clamp that we're talking about. So I wonder if this would fit into one of the mounts for the GoPro. Let's try it out and see. All right, let's try this one. This is my chest mount, so I'm just curious if it would slide into here and lock. I don't think it will. I think it's a different setup. Looks like the rails are not exactly the same. So answer to that question is no, it does not fit into the GoPro mounts. I'm guessing that this would be a proprietary type thing that they would have to utilize this, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that they would have something that would work with this, so you could just mount that on your gun and then click and slide it in there, and when you need to take it off, you don't have to do all the unbolting. Alright, so this is your Wi-Fi button in the back. I'll pull this little sticker off the back here. Let's get to the instructions, because I want to make sure I'm telling this properly. Alright, inside the bag we got a thanks for purchasing the Ion Cam, the normal stuff from Amazon that comes in. It's got a how to utilize for shooting chair applications. Shows how to use so this is the quick mount. So it's called the Camo Mount instruction pamphlet. So it shows you step-by-step procedure to put that onto your gun, and so on and so forth. And we'll be doing that as we do a review on as I put it onto the gun, so you can see how it goes on. You have a warranty card. So this has a 1-year warranty, which is pretty standard for this type of applications. And an instruction book. All right, so and a sticker, you know, a little sticker. I'm not real big on stickers, you know, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get into a little bit more about the specifications on here. Some things I didn't cover. I'm sorry, it says, well, it does 720 at 30 and 60 frames per second, and it does 960 and 1080p at 30 frames per second. So that's that. Takes photos. It will take a photo. 16 megapixel max. 5 is the minimum. Format is JPEG. And the capture mode is in single, burst shot, and time lapse. I wonder what the... Okay, so the video is a H.264 compression saved as an MPEG-4 or MP4 file. So that's good. I was curious to see if it was going to save it as a utilizing file right out of the box. It's got a 12 milliamp hour rechargeable lithium-ion polymer battery, so it is built in, so I'm assuming that it's not changeable. We'll find out about that here in a minute, because I'm going to see if I can pop this back cover off. Because I'm curious if this is a true just rechargeable unit, which means that when the battery dies, this thing's useless, which I'm not really a big fan of. I've seen some manufacturers do that and never have been a big fan of it fixed in there. And operating system is pretty standard. Everybody's got all the stuff they need for this. Functionality. So as we were discussing, this is the power button. This little LED shows you the indicator of the camera status. This is your record and off button or slider. On the back side of here, we have a on the back side of here. So I had to pop that out. You've got your selection for HD or FHD. You've got a place for your memory card, which takes a micro USB or a micro SD card. You've got a port for a let me see what they're calling it here. A mini HDMI jack for that guy right there. That's kind of cool. It's got a mic spot for that on the back side here, and you've got your charging port right here for your, for the regular micro USB. All right, so this is your Wi-Fi module. That's what that is. And then you've got another one that could be on there. That's what this other cap is. Get this guy open here. This one is just if you're utilizing it without Wi-Fi, so it'd fit just in like that, and then it snaps on, and it's got a lock that locks it on there so it stays in place. So you turn it 1/4 turn, thing pops off, put the next one in, 1/4 turn, locked in place. All right. That's pretty neat. And I'm curious to see how this Wi-Fi thing's going to work as far as connecting to your phone and sending information back and forth. It's going to be pretty neat. So looking forward to doing a field trial, which will be on a separate video. I'm going to just do an unboxing and a review of this guy, and then we're going to actually do a field review on this, just to keep the video length down. All right, so it says, so this thing is called a pods. So attach the pods to the back of the camera, rotate clockwise. So that pods, this is for utilizing when you're doing underwater shooting, because you don't want your Wi-Fi module being in there. I'm guessing probably would mess it up. All right, it says using the video, we talked about that already. So slide this into record mode. It says press and hold the camera button. Well, it come dead out of the box, so that's not very reassuring. So turn the camera on by pressing the power button. After the camera powers has been turned on, press the power button very briefly to take a photo. So you'll utilize this to take a photo with. So you'll hold the button down to turn it on, and then to take a photo, you'll just quickly push this briefly like you're taking a snapshot. Okay, that's how you do that. Now, as far as the video parts, video part says whether the camera is powered on or off, simply slide the recording switch to the record button to start recording. When the camera is off and the recording slide is in the record mode, press and hold the power button to turn the camera on and it will start recording. So you put it here, and then you'll just hold this down so you can preset this to that, so that takes away that click thing. You hold this down to turn the camera on, and once it's on, it starts recording immediately. All right, to stop recording, you would slide the switch to the stop part, and then you can turn your camera back off again. All right, so that's how that would work. It says sign up for the free cloud storage. So you'd have to go onto the Ion Cloud to store, just get free storage. This guide says 8 gigabytes, but I've already looked at the specs and it says that's 10 gigabytes. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy between those two. Got a micro SD, like I said. All right, here we go. So Wi-Fi. All right, so connecting this to Wi-Fi. All right, so remove the standard pods in the back of the camera and install the Wi-Fi pods. With the camera pod socket, same thing. Turn it on. Press the Wi-Fi button on the Wi-Fi pods to turn on the Wi-Fi. The blue light will light up as it indicates the Wi-Fi is warming up, as it takes approximately 10 to 20 seconds for the Wi-Fi to warm up and becoming connectable. The LED will flash when the Wi-Fi function is active or connected. And then press the Wi-Fi button again to turn it off. All right, connecting your camera to the PC using it. All right, so we're going to search, and then I'm wondering for your smartphone, turn the Wi-Fi pods on. Go to the network setting of your mobile device and choose Wi-Fi setting. Search the network and find the Wi-Fi pods. Enter the password 123456789 to connect to the camera. Open the internet browser and input 192.168.1.2 or Wi-Fi pods. You can now view the photos and videos stored on your camera. Well, that's pretty cool. So that's a neat little function. Instead of having to plug it in and download it, you can actually view them right from your phone to see how they were, your computer for that matter. So, without further ado, that is the nuts and bolts of the Ion camera. I'm looking forward to seeing how this runs. This is a little mount here. I'm going to look and see if there's a mount capability with this. I'm going to look through their site and see if there's something that you can utilize this with. Otherwise, this would just turn off just like a regular mount would on a bottom of a camera. Just unscrews, and then this is loose. So I'm assuming, because of that, you could mount this onto a tripod if you wanted to, and do that kind of application as well. All right, so that is the Ion Camo Cam. And there's what comes in the box. Well, thanks for coming along with me today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll consider getting one of these type of cameras, because I think these will be very universal for shooting hunting videos. That's one thing me and Brian have been looking for, is ways to capture our hunts so we can share them with you guys. But if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Go down there and ring the notification bell right down there. And when you hit the notifications, go down and select all, so you can get all the videos that we put up. It'll let you know when we put a new video. And please share our videos. You know, we're growing, and then when you share, it spreads the love around so people can see, and maybe they'll want to find some more things about outdoors. But I want to thank you guys for joining us today. And remember, this is God's country. Y'all take care. Love y'all. We'll see you next time.